All right, hello everyone. Yeah, I know it's been a couple weeks since my last video, but I'm back, and yeah, I just want to go over a few things here today. I know it's pretty late, but wanted to get this video out there just before tomorrow because there's a few things happening. So yeah, I guess we'll discuss some recent trades, some trends, maybe some commodity futures, stock news, upcoming catalysts, and whatnot. I'll try to keep this video short for everyone because I don't think anyone will really see it till tomorrow anyways, but yeah, we're gonna look back on it and see what I got right, what I got wrong. Anyways, anything I say, NFA, not financial advice for sure. Just kind of take it with a grain of salt. And yeah, everything I kind of do and right now and say is not like scripted or anything. I'm just kind of going with the flow, what I see, and just some thoughts. And overall sentiment, I guess. So yeah, I guess we'll start on oil because that's kind of what I got open up here. So what I think about oil, first of all, yeah, it's been kind of beaten down very recently. So if you're short on oil, congratulations. Um, there's this kind of um, sh like short ETF on oil. If you know, it's a lot cheaper than to just short it. But with all these 2x kind of ETFs, there's something called path decay. I think I spoke about briefly in my last video, if you know what it is. Um, so it's meant to be kind of a short-term hold, short to medium term hold. So if you're short on oil, this is kind of what you want to grab. But basically, what I think, like let's say if I draw a quick fib from a high to low. Here we go. Let's just say, yeah, this is not gonna be pretty. We're kind of sitting in a weird spot right now. So I guess what I think, I don't know, you may not be a TA kind of guy, but it's just gonna tell you pretty much where support resistances might be. I would anticipate it to kind of retrace all the way down here. The way it does that doesn't have to be obviously like this. It could go like this, like this, like this, and then come back down before kind of we see this upward movement. I know this doesn't look pretty, but it's kind of what I anticipate going on with oil, aside from all the macro um, and political and environmental issues going on and whatnot. That's kind of what I'm getting from the graphs. Again, not financial advice. So, but if you were to be short on it, you could see this like kind of a 10% retracement here going on. So let me delete this. Actually, we'll just move on from here. Let's just keep this short. Let's look at gold now. I kind of already drew a little fib and a trend line. I know the line's not the prettiest thing in the world, but yeah, with gold, we're kind of sitting above this 0.382 on the fib. And kind of what I anticipate for gold, since we're already on the topic of futures and whatnot, is I see gold kind of staying above this, kind of it may do a little weird movement before I think it's gonna hit this this trend line here before maybe coming back down. But we're just looking at temporarily for right now. Um, yeah, like I obviously can't predict the future, don't know what's going to happen, but this is just kind of what I see. It may not go up to this point or whatnot, but if it breaks this, if it stays around the support level and if it maybe it's going to test this, maybe it breaks through, but then it kind of come around here. So who knows how, but I think it will eventually kind of retest this trend line, and we'll see what the macro economy is going to say or whatever, however it's going to play out. But that's kind of where I see gold going up to this 4,500. This is the XAUUSD, so comparing to the US dollar. So this is just a couple commodities. You kind of want to look at them every now, on top of everything else, just to see kind of what's going on, where money is moving. This and that. So a few stocks kind of looking out for. Actually, before we even get to that, let's look at, so last 2 weeks, I think I spoke about ELF. Here, ELF stock. So we talked about ELF in the last video. I ended up making a small entry at the 50. So this is kind of where I guess I timed the local bottom. I don't know if it's the absolute bottom. It might end up making a small retracement, maybe testing it again. But I personally am holding ELF for the long term anyways. So this isn't something I'm kind of swing trading or anything like that. But if you bought it when I maybe talked about it, or I'm saying you as in my multiple personalities, of course, not financial advice, but this is where I ended up making a small entrance into the stock, and I'm very bullish on ELF long term. But obviously, could have, would have, should have put some more, but I was kind of seeing where we're gonna be at this level. But yeah, nonetheless, if that was 2 weeks ago and it's up 35%, so congratulations if anyone was brave enough to take that as well, and whatnot. So that's that. Small little stock here. It's a penny stock. It's very random, but I ended up taking this one, and today it went up like 100%. So I don't know, but it's I was in it. I bought a 55 or so, and yeah, it made this crazy movement. Obviously, I put like a couch cushion change on it, but I just I know the CEO has sold, and the founder sold many businesses from for a really good amount of profits, and he's a good entrepreneur and guy. I did some research on the CEO, and then I'm like, I'll put some couch cushion change on this, and what do you know? Should have put more. Classic. After hours, we're not gonna look at scam hours, but anyways, I think it hit a high of 130 today during intraday, something like that. Yeah, like I remember seeing like 127. So yeah, some recent trades there that have been booming. And some stocks that I'm looking at as well, I'll throw in for you guys. So look at CHWY. I think I already go. Yeah, so CHWY, look at CHWY right now. It's at pretty good support levels, I would say. Obviously, it could go lower. If it does, I don't think it would really go much lower. So if you do kind of, I mean, I'm not saying you, but if I want to start accumulating, now would be a good time to start accumulating some shares, whatever. This is also kind of a long-term stock, but who knows? This can also have some wild moves. There's some pretty nice harmonics here if you're into TA. You can see. Yeah, I won't draw it right now, but you can see that for yourself. If you know what that is, go ahead and draw that on your charts or whatnot. What else? Yeah, I got some Netflix I was looking at, so now would be good time to start accumulating again. When I bought Netflix, I bought it around these levels. Yeah, and then it had some nice movement, and now it's kind of doing a little bit of a retracement, so we got kind of like a double bottom here. Personally bullish. I mean, it's Netflix. This is not going to zero, don't worry. But there could be some little bit of hesitancy in the market, but the financials are great in IMO. And yeah, I know it's kind of an expensive stock, so again, let me give you a 2x. Here we got a 2x bull ETF if you're bullish on it. Yes, this would be a pretty good time to start accumulating. I may want to double down even myself. Yeah, so that's that. What else was I think there's a LAC stock, so I don't know if I have it up here. Yeah, lithium I was looking at. So this is the TSX on the TSX stock exchange. That's where it trades as well. If you're Canadian, but if you're American, it would just be LAC. Just oops, just LAC. So I guess let's look at it. Oops, SOC. Let's look at it in US dollar. So yeah, it's a good time to start. I'm kind of giving you guys some like good, good value plays here. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to take it. Again, right now with the I guess you could say the stock market, we are at all-time highs. So just kind of, I'm still bullish on it. But with recent IPOs happening and kind of Wall Street maybe wants to take money out to put into these trillion-dollar IPOs, just be careful. It's like an interesting time is what I want to say. Still like short-term, medium-term bullish. Uh, I yeah. So just overall, just be careful. Um, but this stock is at good levels. I want to say it's got value. It's also a Trump stock, which means has owned some of it, or I'm not too familiar, but that's the last time I remember hearing about that, reading about that. So I don't know. I'm not up to date now. If he still holds, I'm sure he's still holding, but yeah, government's looking to invest more into this. So yeah, but always do your research. Kind of what else? Oh yeah, so I think the last time I spoke about now, and then it went up again. It went up to like 120. Now it's back down to the $100 range. Pretty good range to get it if it's under $100. It's always a good price. There's a now L. Sorry, excuse me. This is a 2x long ETF. Again, you don't want to hold these long, but yeah, everyone's got their own risk tolerance and whatnot, but this can make some nasty moves. If now moves, this is going to be nasty as well for cheap. So a few other things. What did I want to talk about? Maybe I should have a script as I do this, but that's not how I like to do things. Kind of just like say what's on my mind. Yeah, so I guess I want to talk about GME here. Let's look at GME. So GME is approaching levels that honestly don't make much sense after its Q1 insane earnings, but nonetheless, um, it is approaching support levels, historical support levels that indicate that it would be a um, good buy at these levels. I would personally maybe wait until the $20 to $21 range. Again, we're talking about maybe a couple dollars here and there, but yeah, if you really kind of want to cement it at the true bottom, because I don't think we're there yet. But the reason I kind of wanted to release this video before tomorrow, which I guess it's already tomorrow, is that tomorrow there's going to be well, on the 17th there's an eBay shareholder vote where there's going to be a few things that will be said, and mostly they're going to talk about here, I got this pulled up here. Someone kind of did some research here saying that I already read through all of this, but and fact checked some of these things. So just do your own research for sure. But this step 5 is interesting that this user pointed out. But this offer, pretty much what they're going to talk about, this tender offer would be something that will spark interest of eBay shareholders, something that eBay shareholders would want, in my opinion, if they want increase of shareholder value. So yeah, there may be another offer happening. There may be something else going on, additional kind of guidance plans, whatnot. So I think at the shareholder vote meeting tomorrow for eBay, something's gonna go down. I'm not exactly sure what, but there was a reason why Ryan Cohen, the CEO of GameStop, released those earnings like a week early. So he could have just waited. So there's definitely something going on with GameStop stuff. I don't know. I'm very I don't even think it's just just because like it's a bias or anything. Because I really try to look at it objectively. I just feel like there's something brewing for GameStop. There's also all those other like meme stocks have been those basket meme stocks have been moving recently. Like, let's just look at AMC real quick. I've noticed this stock has moved up like almost 100% since these lows. And I'm not saying like if you were holding it for a long time that you're not down. You most likely are, but if you were buying at these lows from someone that's like, not in it, you would make a lot of money, and that's just, there's no denying that. And I mean, you look at even BlackBerry was tied to this, and BlackBerry's been on a monster run, and it's been holding around these levels. Like, look at that. There's no denying this. But it's regardless. This is just kind of not too related, but I'm just making some uh, weird connections in my own way. But yeah, there's something definitely brewing about this, and I would not ignore it, especially with these like headlines coming out that there's some there's an investor suing GameStop, like so that the shareholders maybe don't vote, something along those lines. Talking about this, trying to suppress, yeah. So just kind of this is making me more bullish. Is basically what I'm trying to say about this company. So yeah, keep an eye out. But do your own research. I don't press the buttons for you. I don't do anything for you. This is just something that I'm very interested in and very keeping a close eye on. So yeah, there's a lot more I could talk about, but once again, like, I'm gonna keep this video shorter than what it needs to be. Last but not least, SpaceX. Okay, so we got to talk about SpaceX. The biggest IPO, arguably, like probably of all time, will be. Listen, guys, I think this stock still has a lot of room to run. Okay, I know. It's crazy because Amazon is arguably fundamentally just a better stock, and it's um, but listen, guys, SpaceX has been something that investors, retail, and whatnot have been wanting to buy for 20 odd years, something like that, along those lines. And Elon Musk, there's kind of this like cult following behind him. Same with what I think actually about is gonna be about GME's Ryan Cohen. But it's just something about this stock that's just not like, it doesn't just trade on fundamentals. It trades on like future valuations and whatnot. So you can't necessarily make the how do I say it, correlation to other stocks that have large moat, great revenue, profits, whatnot. What SpaceX essentially is not making. So I think this stock still has a lot of room to run, even though you could say it's already bloated, and you know especially with yesterday's, I think it was on the 16th, yeah, that the options opened up. But if you were to be bullish on this, you want to buy in. Oh, look at this, already scam hours kicking in. Um, yeah, if you were interested in buying, you don't have to buy SpaceX. Again, you can buy, I think it's this SPCH, which is a 2x SpaceX, so it's a lot cheaper. And if it makes some gnarly moves, you're gonna catch double that. So again, only if you're really bullish on it, whatnot. I don't know. There's also SPCU, but I'm pretty sure depends what your broker really has. And then there's also the same, but for if you're bearish on it. So yeah, just keep in mind, you don't want to get burned on this. It's still very early. I think eventually, yeah, it's definitely going to crash, and a lot of people will get burned. But just like thinking about all the trillion-dollar IPOs this year, what is it? Anduril, Anthropic. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of money being taken out as well to put in to these kind of to these stocks. So don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell you the future. But what I will say is just be careful. Now is not exactly the time you want to be super, super aggressive, which is why the stocks I was giving to you kind of to think about, to look at, are already at like decent value. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to quickly talk about. There's definitely things I'm forgetting. I will be keeping an eye out on ELF still. Um, yeah, that 35% was nice. Obviously, looking back, it's like I should have put more. It's long term anyways, but I'm not worried about it. Um, yeah, not even really gonna be watching it, um, since I'm just gonna hold it long term. Even if it does retrace from here. Um, yeah, unless it kind of goes back to the levels where I bought it at, then I'll gladly double down. But we'll see. Um, And yeah, against what I talked about earlier, yeah, if you want to short oil for for the short term, there's drip for that. But yeah, don't bank on it too much. If you're a long-term investor, anyways, yeah, who knows? This could easily just kind of break through after testing these support levels, and then if you don't kind of get the trade in time, you might be cooked. But so just giving you what I think is happening now, a few medium term stuff and long term stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm rambling on now, so I'll cut the video there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you kind of enjoyed it, maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, whatnot, let me know if I should keep making more of these, or just if it's easier to just type it out or something. I don't know. Then I'll just do that because yeah, I find it easier for me to just get all my thoughts all out at once. But yeah, if it's easier for you, let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care and peace.